we got some pretty disappointing news. Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, and today I want to discuss possibly the coolest minifigures that will be coming out next year, and probably also the most disappointing. Now, yesterday we got a rumor that came out about LEGO Star Wars 2022 minifigure packs regarding the Clone Trooper version of these that we would be getting. Now, supposedly, according to this rumor, these will be featuring a Phase 1 Captain Rex, a Phase 1 Commander Cody, and supposedly a Phase 1 regular plain Clone Trooper. The builds are command post and a rifle rack. The set number is set 40558, and it comes out January 1st for $14.99. Now, you know, that seems like a pretty solid deal, and that you get a decent amount of troopers, and all of that for a relatively reasonable price. And being 100% off, it doesn't sound that bad. It sounds like a pretty good idea in most circumstances. And that's not but for a multitude of factors. One of those, starting off, is that these particular versions of these characters have not been relevant since 2010. Now honestly think to yourself, when was the last time we saw these characters in these helmets? Now first off, you'll think, oh, the Clone Wars movie, or like these things. The last time we saw them was in Season 3 of the Clone Wars in the Citadel arc. And something tells me that this is not going to be based off the Citadel. I don't feel like LEGO is going to do that. And even that was in 2010. That was 12 years ago when the set will be coming out, which is insane. And beyond that, the most recent version of, say, a Phase 2 Captain Rex was like 5 minutes ago in the Bad Batch. And the other one is a Phase 2 Cody, which they could have easily done. It came from the movies, it was in the Clone Wars Season 7. It's a no-brainer. And a big important thing I really want to talk about is looking at the Clone Wars Season 7 figure selection from LEGO. We got Ahsoka, we got Darth Maul, we got Bo-Katan, we got Gar Saxon, we got the 332nd, we got the 501st. We don't even have a commander to lead them. We do not have a Phase 2 Captain Rex to lead these clone troopers. He is one of the integral characters of the Clone Wars Season 7 Mandalore finale, and he has not even been made in LEGO. And right now, if you want to buy him, he will be going for upwards of $120. I am a person who spends a ton of money on LEGO Star Wars, and even I will not buy that figure for $120 because I think it's absurd. Nobody should have to pay that much for a figure this big. I could go out and buy a smaller sized UCS set for that price. Heck, for $50 more, I could literally go out right now and buy the UCS A-Wing or UCS R2-D2 instead of buying one single minifigure, which should not be the case. And another character from Season 7 they also haven't made is Jessie, but I think that's an argument for a different time. And honestly, that pitch I just made in the beginning was a very logical pitch. Like, why would they do these characters? Now, I have some practical reasons, and basically how LEGO shortcuts their way through things, and this is the thing that's very disappointing to me. Now, you'll see with a lot of other different themes that they will go all out in terms of making new molds and new versions of characters. You'll look at LEGO Video, this failed garbage theme, has a new mold, like 5 different molds per little tiny box that nobody buys for every single set. They get special molds, special prints, special everything, and it is great. I fully credit them. They put a lot of work and detail into these things. What I do not understand is why can they not do this for Star Wars? And I think this is a really stupid argument on behalf of LEGO, although it is probably the reason why LEGO does it for the most part, and it is also the reason why a lot of people will defend them, but I think it's just completely wrong. Now, this is the fact that LEGO would likely have to make a exclusive mold for a Phase 2 Cody. They would have to get a special visor molded on to the Phase 2 helmet. That doesn't sound like a lot of work in my opinion. LEGO has done some insane stuff. Again, look at this video lineup. It is absurd. For all the 5 people that bought it, they put a lot of work into it, and I really credit them for that. But again, this is a thing that is not hard to do. And to everyone out there who says, oh, why are you complaining? It's still a Cody, it's still a Rex. Yes, it is, that's fantastic. The problem is it's what nobody wanted. If you guys want to get a Phase 1 Cody or a Phase 1 Rex, they are still relatively affordable in the like $20 to $50 range. If you want to get a Phase 2 Rex right now, it is again over $100, probably $150 if you want it in half decent condition. And again, a Phase 2 Cody is non-existent except for the LEGO set that came out back in 2015 of a Phase 2 Commander Cody buildable figure. How did that one get out before an actual minifigure did? And when this set's coming out, it will have been 16 years since the movie Revenge of the Sith has come out, and they have still yet to put out a Phase 2 Cody. Now, first off, I want to get into a few reasons of getting in the headscape of LEGO and why they chose this and out of all things to do. Now, likely, and here's my first scenario in my head, is when the gunship came out, they did not want to put these special characters in, and they've stated this because they want them to come in affordable sets, these desirable characters. Fine, that makes a ton of sense. Go with it. I don't, it doesn't make a ton of sense actually, but we'll go with that. Now, let's say that set is Phase 1 themed, so I guess you get that one Phase 1 Commander Trooper in yellow and you get Mace Windu. Whatever. And then, they're like, okay, we're gonna do this minifigure pack now. That's gonna probably be some sort of gunship tag-along set, just so that way you could get these figures, everyone can get them. And the thing about this is it comes with 3 figures, supposedly. Again, being the Rex, Cody, and the Clone Trooper. And these were likely the ones, everyone was likely requesting a Phase 2 Cody. And I actually, personally, when I was requesting minifigures, I put in Captain Rex, because back then, I still had not owned a Captain Rex. And to this day, I still do not own a official LEGO Captain Rex. But yes, those are the things everyone wanted. So if they wanted to make those affordable and desirable, they still did not make them. But I guess they're in the theme of the gunship, so I guess that's what they want to go with. I mean, guys, I have been a very prominent campaigner for the Phase 2 Cody movement. Again, I have merch on my merch store at republicstuds.shop for a Phase 2 Cody thing. Like it's right on my shirt right here. And beyond that, these between the Rex and the Cody, the Phase 2 variants of them are the much more iconic versions of the characters. From a pure business level, these would sell much better. Phase 2 Rex is all in. He's the Disney Plus icon. You could have him as your Disney Plus profile picture. He's on all the toys. He's on all the marketing. Nobody really pays attention to Phase 1 Rex anymore. And same thing with Cody. He was not even really popular as Phase 1 Trooper, technically. He was always more popular as the guy who was holding the Palpatine hologram. And the fact that they're not doing him is really disturbing in my opinion. And again, this is really disappointing on a number of levels. And before you guys, I know some people will get upset. Before you guys, you know, hop on that, I still am excited for this set, but it could have been so much better. And there's a possibility that they could throw in both helmets. I'm not completely discounting that. That's just my theory. I'll throw out there a sliver of hope that we just throw out there, give you guys maybe a bit of inspiration to, you know, hope. But I'll be honest, I'm not very confident. Again, it will be nice to get some new Clone Trooper minifigures. I am not doubting that, but this is beyond disappointing. And I think the thing that LEGO really misses here is when they are trying to like make things and they're trying to appeal to people, but they never actually do what people want. You look at the 501st Battle Pack. The 501st Battle Pack is great. I love it. But they could have done it so much better. They could have made it a $15 set with the 4 figures and the build. We would have been happy with that. They decided we're going to jack up the price 100%, make it a $30 set, include 2 extra battle droids and an ATRT build no one wants, and somehow everyone's going to be satisfied. And everyone was satisfied with that. And then the gunship comes out. We all go out and buy the gunship, whether it came with a Cody or not. I know a lot of people probably would have bought it if it came with better figures, but it was an entire mess. I still think it's a beautiful model. The figures were a joke with Mace Windu and that Clone Commander. I will be the first to say they were a joke. Nobody asked for them. It was ridiculous. And they're doing it again. With things fans want, they cut corners. They cut corners so badly. They're like, here, you're getting your Cody. But it's just a Phase 1 Cody, because we don't want to put in the effort to actually making a slightly different mold for a character because we're lazy. And I don't know if this is just strictly attributed to the Star Wars designers, because they clearly, again, do it with video. They are perfectly fine making hundreds of brand new molds for a untested, unpopular theme. And the thing that really hurts about this is I am a pretty staunch defender of LEGO. I'll defend LEGO in a lot of situations, but to the drastic differences between 2 helmets being slightly different in this set would have literally made the world to me. And I think if you made, again, a Phase 2 Rex, like you guys can go to my reaction when there was supposedly supposed to be a Captain Rex's Y-Wing that came out next year. There was a fake rumor that came out. I reacted. I was so excited. I did not wait. I saw it on my phone. I ran downstairs to record a video because I was so excited to share my news. I was just like beyond overjoyed. Oh my gosh, guys. Captain Rex's Y-Wing Starfighter. And then, like, I'm a big backer of LEGO. And when they do something like this, it could have been so much better. And it just hurts so incredibly much when they pull stuff like this. Like, I know the reaction from the community would be overhyped, overjoyed. It would be probably comparable, if not even higher, than the reaction we got for the 501st Battle Pack. There was some controversy around that. But this, there would just be pure, total, and utter joy. And with this, you can't help but feel a little disappointed. I obviously, again, am very excited at the prospect of getting a new Cody and Rex, but it is not nearly what any of us wanted, and I think that's the really disappointing part here. I don't want to really drag it on too much further, but that is just the main premise of what I wanted to talk about. Will we all go out and buy this? I'm sure we will. If it was a Phase 2 Cody one, I would have bought like 10 of them just because it's cool and it has all my favorite characters. Captain Rex is my favorite clone trooper and my second favorite Star Wars character, period. And I would have loved to finally get that in LEGO officially. And I think if there's any lesson we could really learn from this, it's that you guys all have to go to Firestar Toys and just buy yourself a nice little Phase 2 Captain Rex helmet. It is without a doubt just the best takeaway from this. I think it makes a ton of sense. You'll go out and buy this Phase 2 Cody and Rex helmet, put it on these figures, it'll look good. So with that said, that is my thoughts on this. Be ready for Brickmas. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. I will see you guys all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome.